So I see that you all have made it here on time. Yes, yes, good, good. But I know that you are thinking that you will just turn on an album and listen to it. No, there is work that must be done. You must sacrifice some of your sweat and blood to make this happen. Yes, everyone here, grab a shovel and dig. Dig into the earth. No, what we are doing is not illegal, unless we get caught. But this is New Orleans. We only have 10 police officers working the whole city. We will not get caught. You over there, dig right here. I know there is a story buried right here. Dig. Yes, you have found one. You over there, Angelo Jeffries, hand me the crowbar. And you over there, Eric Porter, get down in that hole and get that box. Hand it to me. Gentle, gentle. Don't drop it. Don't break it. If you break it, the spirit inside will be released forever. Yes, yes. Which one of you is brave enough to open this box? There are thousands of you here. Who will open it? Gramps, 92, will you open the box? What about you, Donnie Allen? Are you afraid to open the box? Miami Jules, come over here. Open this box. You have been around a long time. Open this box, I dare you. Yes. See? He will open the box. Yes, yes, I remember this one. Prepare yourself, for it is frightening.
It all started with the whispering in the middle of the night. Clear whispering. I just moved into this house. 1 bedroom, 900 square feet, and that was an upgrade for me. Made me extremely happy. But that happiness only lasted 7 days because on the 8th day I come home and all my furniture is rearranged. Not disheveled and moved around. I mean rearranged like someone came in and decided they didn't like the way the stuff was set up. Freaks me out. I called the landlord asking him if he's been in the property. But no, he insists that he hasn't been there and assures me that he changed the locks when the last tenant moved out. From the day I met that landlord, I thought that he was a shyster and I just didn't feel comfortable. So I demanded that I pay for a locksmith to come out and change the locks, and then he deducted from my rent. He agreed, so the locksmith comes out, changes the locks. That night I'm in bed and I hear shit moving around in the living room. Coming out into the living room, the chairs are neatly stacked on the table, and I'm like, this is some straight up Ghostbusters bullshit going on in this house. So I sit those chairs back down on the floor and say, hey, listen, stop moving stuff around. I need to get some sleep. We all in this house together. Just chill out. I'm not going to do nothing crazy. Well, I go back to bed early that morning, about 4:30, 4:45. I feel cold. I mean freezing cold. Wake up and the cover and the top sheet are missing off of the bed. I look to the floor on each side of the bed. They aren't there. Then I realize that one of my pillows are missing. So now I'm up walking around the house trying to figure out what happened to my bedding and entering into the bathroom. There it is, my comforter, my top sheet, and my pillow all in the tub, soaking in cold. Now I understand why the rent at this place is so damn cheap. However, I can't afford to move anywhere else. This neighborhood is quiet, so guess what, ghost, demon, monster? You and I are going to have to thug it out because I can't afford to leave. So again, I say out loud, listen, you're going to need to chill out, whatever you are. I'm not here to bother you. I'm about to go ahead, get dressed, and go to work. Well, when I come home from work, I'm anticipating some bullshit like the table is levitating in the air, the chairs are upside down on the ceiling, but it's all good. Everything is normal. For like a solid month, nothing crazy goes on at all. It's quiet, no strangeness. Then my coworker Devin comes over to the house to watch the game. It's a few minutes before halftime. I have to take a dump because the Wingstop that we've been eating has ran through my body, and I go into the bathroom. I'm sitting there taking a poop, and I thought I heard movement on the other side of the wall in my room, but I wasn't sure, so I ignored it. When I come out of the bathroom, I'm joking about how nobody should go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes, but looking around, Devin is nowhere to be seen. I look in the kitchen. He's not there. Again, this is a 1-bedroom house. So now I go into my bedroom And there I see Devin suspended in the air in the corner of the room, his neck twisting and turning up against the ceiling, and this gigantic hand of black smoke is holding him up in the air. I yell and scream stop out of fear, and Devin falls crashing to the floor, bumping his head on the wall all the way down. Then he stands up, reaches into his pocket, flings a wad of money all over the room, runs out of my bedroom, down the hallway, through the living room, and out the front door, leaving that door open. Imagine the scene. Devin was my first house guest. No one else had been to my house at this point in time. So now I'm running out of the door, chasing him, trying to figure out what is going on. He has hopped into his vehicle and driven off. When I finally come back into the house, I'm saying out loud, I can't believe you over here choking people in the corner. What the hell is wrong with you? And when I go into my bedroom, my top dresser drawer is open, and I notice that my money is missing. Looking around and counting the money that came out of Devin's pocket, it's exactly $700, my entire savings at that point in time. That's when I realized that the house wasn't all that bad. And I say out loud, well, I guess I need to tell you thank you for looking out for me, because it appears that Devin wasn't shit. The next morning, I call the landlord and I tell him, hey, listen, man, you're going to have to level with me. What the hell happened in this place? Because there's way too much weird and crazy shit going on. That's when he discloses to me that the house was built on an old graveyard and the bodies are still beneath the foundation. And I'm like, dude, you have got to be fucking kidding me. But in the back of my mind, it's all making sense. So I go on to ask him exactly who was buried here. And he tells me he doesn't know. Now pause right here for a moment, because this is where shit starts to go off the rails and get pretty damn crazy in my story. I want to know whose spirit I'm dealing with, so I head to the tax assessor's office and start to dig around. This lady goes to the back and starts digging around, and she can't believe what she found. Oh my God, I can't believe they let someone build the house on this land. Now, she's pissed off because it turns out that the house is built on an old slave cemetery. I'm standing there with my hands up in the air saying, just fucking great. I signed a 1-year lease to live on top of a whole bunch of old, angry black folks. And when I tell you honestly, I could not afford to break that lease, and even if I wanted to find a better place to rent, there was nothing available. I was screwed. The only positive thing was I had a better understanding of why the paranormal activity was happening in the first place, right? Nope, wrong. Because it was like after I knew the deal, it made things worse. I would come home and find the stovetop on, refrigerator door open, freezer door open, and then it started getting worse and worse. Water pipes would break. The AC would go out, just constant bullshit. One day, I'm on the phone with my cousin, and I'm telling him about it all. Nah, my cousin Josh, he one of them shiesty ass dudes. He's like, nah man, fuck all that, I'm coming over to that house and I'm gonna bring some stuff with me. Next thing you know, Josh shiesty light-skinned ass showed up at my house with all kind of furniture, TVs, paintings, all kind of bullshit. The dude then he explains to me that he's gonna stage the house, take pictures, we're gonna put an insurance policy on it, and then we're gonna burn the motherfucker down and take all of our insurance money. He even goes on to put me on the phone with one of the guys that he knows that's an insurance broker. Then he pays for the policy, has me sign all of the damn paperwork. Now fast forward a little bit. We have a $70,000 contents renter's policy on this 1-bedroom house. And at this point in time, the spirits of the house were extremely active. And what I mean by that is this. I would take a shower, head into the kitchen to get a glass of water, and realize that the gas stove is not only turned on, but it's lit and there's a mini flame. My cousin's plan was to take advantage of the spirits in the house and their anger. So we started keeping a roll of napkins right on top of the eye of that stove that would ignite and light on its own. And then right next to that, we started keeping some cooking on. Now naturally, when I was at home by myself and I was going to bed, I didn't do this, but every time I left the house, I did the same thing. Listen, when I left for work in the morning, those paper towels are right there. When I went to hang out with my friends, those paper towels are right there. Look, a solid month passes and I'm telling my cousin, listen man, I don't think these spirits want to burn this house down. I think they just fucking with me. So we're going to cancel that policy and move on because this is some insurance fraud shit anyway. Now get this shit. Like I told you, Josh is a shiesty, scamming ass dude. So he invites me to go to dinner with him. We end up going to this fancy ass restaurant, way more fancy than anything I know for a fact that this dude can afford. We're drinking $300 bottles of champagne. He's sitting there acting like he's some kind of baller and life is great. And I'm whispering to him across the table, yo, bro, I hope you got the money to pay this bill, because I don't have this kind of money to pay this bill, man. This would eat up all my savings. What you out here in these streets doing? But he insists that I don't have nothing to worry about, that I need to sit back and chill and relax my nerve. The bill comes. His shiesty ass pulls out a credit card, hands it to the waiter. When the waiter returns, he addresses my cousin as Mr. Clemens. Bruh, this dude's last name is Johnson. First name Josh Johnson. Not no damn Josh Clemens. And then the waiter goes on to thank him for his generous tip. And that's when I found out that Josh's janky ass was running credit card scam. So now we're leaving the restaurant. I'm trying to cover my face on the cameras because I don't want nothing to do with this. Now check this out. We get into his car and he insists that we go out to a bar room for a few drinks. So now we head out to a bar room. And again, he whips out that credit card, buying all kind of bottles, acting a damn fool. When it's all said and done, it's 1:45 in the morning and we're headed back to my house. He's running his mouth talking about how much money he's going to get from this scam. When we pull up to my house, the front door is wide open, the living room lights are on, and you can see this black silhouette standing in the doorframe. I look at him, he looks at me. I look at him, he looks at me. And we both say to each other, are you seeing the same shit that I'm seeing? I'm thinking, okay, somebody done broke into this damn house and they coming out the front door, perfect timing. But when we get out of the car and I take a closer look, I realize that that is not a person. That is a gigantic shadow in the door frame, and it looks like it has horns coming out the side of its head. I swear to you, just as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, I am not lying to you. That door slams shut and you can still see half of the body protruding through the door. Then it steps outside of the door onto the front stoop where the light is on and my cousin and I are having a conniption fit. Literally seconds after that, that freaking house bursts into flame. You remember that movie Carrie with the little chick who got messed over in high school and she got possessed by some kind of monster and she walked through the high school and just burned everything up, blood running from her head. Remember how shit just would catch on fire in that fucking movie? That's exactly what happened to this damn house. The whole shit went up in the flames like a bomb exploded. 5 minutes later, the entire neighborhood is outside. The police are there. The fire department is there. They spraying the shit out this fire and this bitch won't go out for nothing. Again, this is a 900 square foot, 1 bedroom house. They are dousing this bitch and it won't go out. That fire did not go out until that house burned all the way to the ground. Now, I'm pretty sure you're asking about the insurance claim and did the hustle work. Yeah, my cousin is a shiesty scamming son of a bitch. We got $52,000 from that policy. $52,000. Listen, I walked away from that monster house with $23,000 in my pocket. And my life has actually been pretty good ever since.
Yes, I told you that this album was unlike anything you have ever heard. But I must bargain with you for a moment. I have 2 heads over here in my hand, and I need to exchange them with you for more time. Yes, I forced Dog Waters to get up from the bed and go to the gym today. He has been lacking on his workout, and he will not be any good if he dies from a heart attack while trying to entertain you. So I have slowed him down and made him work out. He needs to stop being a fat ass. So whose head would you like to take in exchange for there being 2 more days before the album is released? I was going to offer you the head of Vicondiv, but it is one of my most prized possessions. Over here I have the head of Unit 522, and I have the head of Swamp Donkey. Which one would you like? Take either one of them with you and mount it on your wall in exchange for more time. The album is coming soon. Trust me, it is. But it will be right. It must sound like nothing you have ever heard. I am forcing Dark Waters to go back to doing things the way he used to, making sure it was perfect. Because in that perfection is peace. Yes, yes. As for you that are here looking for a Dogman story, I have a little surprise for you coming soon. I have went to the woods and retrieved my pet Dogman. Yes, if you swim in the Dark Waters, way out in the middle, there is an island. You can go there if you like, but I would not go there alone. It is full of the Dogmen. Yes, I call them the Dogs of War, but you call them Dogman. They have been around for a long time. Yes, they were there when the Giants had their wars. They were here in Louisiana, which people do not understand is the true Egypt. Yes, I will go deeper into these things later. Have you ever wondered why there are so many Dogman encounters in the Americas? Yes, yes, you know nothing about Dogman, and everyone who gives you information lies to you. They make up fables and stories in their head. No one has taken the time to break this down the way we have here. Yes, yes, but soon all things will be revealed to you. Why? Because we want to get through this. We want you to know the truth about the Dogman. Yes, the vicious dogs of war have been here a long time, wreaking havoc and destruction among humanity since the days of the giants. Go and research the stories of them on Solomon Island. Yes, I understand you know nothing, but that is why you are here, because the spirits speak to me. Listen to them speak right now. The birds are speaking. They are saying, it is a glorious time for you to swim in the Dark Waters. There is no better time for you to hit the subscribe button and join the Dark Waters family. Swim with me, everyone. Swim with me, splash in the water. Yes, join the Dark Waters family today.